All right, guys, what is going on, everybody? This is Hunter. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, I'm going to be taking you on a tour of the 2026 Salem 27RK. And the nice thing that they are doing is they are taking a more entry-level style camper, and boy, are they beefing it up. I mean, the interior of this thing just looks so nice compared to the other kind of comparable priced units in its class. I think you guys are gonna really like it. I have featured this brand on my page many of times, but it's been about 2 years since I have shot this particular model. And I'll tell you, when I walked in, I was just like, dang, I just forgot how freaking nice they look. And you know, most recently for 26, they did do a couple changes here on the exterior. We'll get into the interior as normal. Oh, by the way, I'm down at Funtown RV's PDI facility, so I'm gonna be lining this thing up with a whole bunch of units, all that kind of jazz, having a good time. But I'm going to put a link for them down in the description, along with the specifications of this unit. But starting off, late change last year, and then the 26, they went over with this new kind of metal. Now, the nice thing about this is it's got a little bit of flex to it. It's a little bit thicker, but it's also going to be, I can't remember what the actual verbiage is, but it's kind of like slatted. So as you can see, each piece, if you were to damage, let's say this one, like back it up into a metal pole or something, you can replace just that one sheet as opposed to the whole sidewall. So I think that is pretty darn cool. It's also going to be more like dent resistant and things like that for hail, which are always going to be, you know, the fear with a metal sided camper is that, you know, what happens when you get a dent? Does it look like crap for the rest of the ownership? And it's nice to have those kind of creature comforts with that. On top of that, the blade lighting are just really nice touches for, you know, kind of nighttime. You're going to see dual axle, outside refrigerator with a griddle. We'll get back to that here in a little bit. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I hope you guys are having as good a day as I am. You know, if I'm away from the family working, at least it's going to be nice, and spring is finally coming. But I mean, look at the weights on this. Not exactly a light camper, 6,863 pounds, but your F-150s, your 1500s, you know, your GMCs, your Chevys, whatever it is, should be able to handle it all right, depending on which motor you got. Overall CCC, cargo carrying capacity, almost to 3,000 pounds. So this thing can hold quite a bit. Exterior, where's the length of that? 33 feet 6 inches. That's going to be tongue to bumper, but I'm glad they have that little sticker up there. But what you saw on there was it also comes with some recliners. Now, since this is going through the PDI center, I didn't want to detach them and kind of set them up, but you could imagine you can switch these to any disposition that you want. But I mean, I'll tell you, for, you know, quote unquote entry level, it does not look much better than that. I really like the bamboo shading right there. So instead of your typical black kind of shades, they went with the bamboo look. You got the little accent curtains there, JBL speakers as well, which I think is a cool little upgrade for this price point. And then right here, you have what's called the Versa Lounge. So this will make a jackknife. You can also flip this headrest right over here to now make the dinette a little bit bigger. You can also adjust where this goes, both left and right. It's pretty darn cool. But what do you think about like added touches like that? Even the doorway to the bathroom has an arch, you know, like that as well. So that's going to be on either side. Pair that up with the blade lighting up top. That's all on dimmer. So if you're sitting down, snuggling up with honey buns, watching some TV with your fireplace with a tempered glass top, I mean, come on. Is that not some pinkies up stuff? That is some highfalutin business, baby. And then my wife, she loves the open-ended cabinets because she gets to put all of her crystals, you know, her books, her plants, things like that. Now, this TV is going to be coming with something called the Odeon. So, Odie, if you're watching, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate all your hard work. He made this come to life, basically. But you got the 32-inch Greystone fireplace. It's going to put out enough heat to heat the entirety of this back area. On this one in particular, you got the two 15K ACs, so you should be able to stay nice and chilly. You also got a big window right over there. Emergency exit, pull, push, and plop. Let me go ahead and fix this. That was me messing with it earlier. I flipped that thing. But now, come on, Hunter. The problem when it's strapped down, they push up on it. But they're, yeah, I mean, just looks like $1 million. And now you head back into here, and the nice thing is you get the good amount of countertop space, not anything too crazy, but typically where you wouldn't be able to access any sort of counters, you have this open-ended area that would wildly go unused, but now you can make this like, you know, for like your Keurigs, you know, your KitchenAids, you know, things like that. And then you can open these up as well, and you got some more storage. So I'm thinking like spice racks and things like that. But what do you guys think about the metal top here to hide away the microwave? You know, I think it's pretty darn cool. People seem to really love it, or they seem to not care one way or the other. I'm on the side where I think it's cool. I don't know what it is, but having a little shield for your microwave, it's pretty darn snazzy. Makes you feel like a rich guy, I suppose. You got your 3 top burner to whip up all the fixings, along with an oven, you know, big enough for some biscuits, some muffins, some pizzas, things like that. A couple pull-out drawers there for you, and then you got the plastic under-mounted bowl with the high-rise faucet, hitting those dishes from all angles. And then you got the hard wrap countertops. Babe, if you're watching, I love you, with no seams here on the side either. Let's see, does this open up? Sure does. Oh, wow, cool, look at that. Very cool to have that right there. I think that's pretty neat. 10.7 cubic foot refrigerator with the black glass finish. You know, this is going to be more of like your single person, your couples coach, maybe someone that's bringing the grandkid or just a buddy or something that sleeps on that Versa Lounge jackknife. So you got enough room in the refrigerator and the freezer to get through a trip, no problem. You also got a little light in here. Let me turn that on. But really good amount of pantry space. So you got all the room that you need. I even like how on the sidewalls, they just kind of add the decor to going down the side. But again, this kind of shifts over. But what do you guys think? Just about every major brand has a rear kitchen that's somewhat similar to this, but they are doing a couple things that make this different. I think you put this up aesthetically, really with any of the you know, ones that are 10, 15 grand more, and I think this stands up pretty well. Look at that. Just a good looking unit. And then as you come in the door, this is what you're greeted with as far as the bathroom is concerned. They even just moved this wall back to kind of continue on, so that way this matches that, but then also it matches that over there. So if you're someone that kind of likes to OCD out, it's going to be a nice kind of refined look for you. It looks like you're a guy that drinks wine. You know, a good wine drinker would be happy in the Salem, much like your apple juice drinkers as well. On the outside with that little, you know, McGriddle situation. You got the old porcelain foot flush throne, rounded top here, so that way your round bellies can fit in there, no problemo. You got about 6'4" into here, and then you got enough room where I can even turn sideways. So I'm going to give this a full 1 on the roundy rating scale, because someone my size can take a normal shower. You got a mirror to show off the old bowling gun, baby! And then right there, a couple shelves for all your deodorants. You got places for other deodorants, and even plug-in deodorants if you want to heat it up before you apply it. Be kind of cool. It's kind of a cool thing. Maybe that's an invention there. If any of you guys want to go into business, holla at you, boy. You got the on-demand tankless water heater right there, so you're Suburban. As long as you have propane, you got hot water, so you'll be covered. And the Steamer Stink Sucker 500 right there, just to, you know, circulate a little bit of air for you. I'm going to open up this door, but there's also the control panel right here. Anytime you see this little corner piece right there, that means it's going to be on a dimmer. So even the accent lightings are on a dimmer, which I think is cool. JBL controls, and then the 2 controls for your Furrion systems, along with you are wired for solar, so you're prepped to go there. USB and Universal C. King size 66 by 78 bed, and as you can see, laying down in that right there is kind of like your, I would call it like movie mode, but it's on the Versa tilt. So I'm a guy that stacks a bunch of pillows under me, and that's how I like to watch TV. But this is on that Versa tilt, so you put it here, and it's I think it's 17 inches of lift, and then it closes off to about right there to where you can barely scoot on through. But this allows you to have some extra room during the day. Now, for your little furry companions, or for, you know, if you're a little bit shorter, or just, I don't know, whatever you need a step for, you got it. Underneath here is access to that pass-through storage where you can go ahead and put, you know, like a hamper, which is nice. Plug-ins on both sides, a shelving unit on that side with your hanging room over there. And each side gets a little window. And, you know, that side's obviously going to get a little bit of a better window. But what do you guys think about the, you know, I'm telling you, this is the first year that I haven't shot majority of their lineup in the 6 years that I've been recording videos. I used to hit each and every single one, but man, I'm missing so many of their destinations this year. So when I saw it, I was like, man, I gotta stack up a couple of these But really, Salem destinations and Wildwood destinations are almost what really gave me my start. You know, it's kind of near and dear to me as far as this brand is concerned, because their destinations are what really fueled my growth 6 years ago. The second video I ever posted on TikTok, not that you guys really care, just a little bit of story time, but the second video I ever posted was the 42DL. So it was a dual loft unit. I was just a little bit younger, being a little goofy, telling people. I was frustrated because I tried to record this video like 9 times. And then I got on there and I said, you guys are going to witness my meltdown. And I just ranted through the entire thing. And man, how times have changed. But it's cool to see, you know, how your hard work kind of pays off through consistency. You get better at speaking. There's less ums, things like that. But so funny enough, as I was talking about how times have changed, times definitely have changed a little bit too, because that was my bank. I'm going through a big old thing of fraud. A whole bunch of money's been zipped out of my checking account. It's been going on for about 6 weeks. Been an absolute nightmare, but I can't remember where we are. I just had like a 20-minute phone call. But we're getting back to the basics. Link for Funtown RV if you want to do a little shopping at their various locations. Also, all the specs, even though we saw it at the beginning, will be written down in the description. So up here on the front, you have the metal, the smooth metal kind of front for you with the rock guard base. You're also going to see things like the power tongue jack, 2 20-pound propane bottles, and room for up to 2 batteries if you would like. And you have yourself a battery disconnect. Now, the lights right here, I couldn't recall where the switch is, and they did a pretty good job of hiding it. So that's probably my only complaint about this one. I don't know where the heck the front switch is here for this, but that's probably on me. But this actually lights all the way up to the top. So really nice little system. You guys have probably seen it, you know, on some other things like Brinkley and whatnot. It's cool that they have that. You can obviously see the 2 ACs up top. Pretty good size awning there as well. And it's away from the door enough that, you know, every time I seem to post one that's close to the door, people don't like that. So you got yourself about 5 feet of room. Another thing that Salem is doing is they're using a little bit of a wider entrance door as well. So people dig that. JBL speakers here on the exterior as well as the interior as well. So that's pretty darn nice, pretty darn snazzy. I mean, look at the light. I'm a big light guy. Right here, you got your Y gap for an outside TV, cable hookup, outlets, and then this is your outside cooking zone. You got the griddle, baby. You're whipping up the eggs. You're whipping up the bacon. Maybe you got some burgers or a steak. Maybe you got seating because you're somebody that likes tofu like my sister. Or those aren't the same thing. I don't know if they're the same thing or not, but they're for plant people. Right here, you can fit probably about a 24 rack of Rooski of your apple juices, and you got an outside shower to spray down the grandkids when they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. And the back end of the tank right here, they're also going to be using the Solera 2000 series for the awning. So it's going to be a 12-volt awning. It'll run off your battery. If you lose power, you don't have to worry about that. Of course, you can pop off the top and make it manual, but you know, it's nice to do that. You also have the power stabilizer as well. Same thing. You can pop off that cap and just zip it on down. You're good to go. Bumper, spare tire, place for the old stinky slinky, and then you have your cable and satellite hookups for the rear, black tank flush along with your city water connection, and then you have the Lippert on-the-go ladder system so you can get up on top of your roof to, you know, check your seals, check your slides, make sure everything is on the up and up. And then your backup camera as well. So backup camera preps. That way you can see what's going on behind you with distance markers as you're driving down the road. Now right over here, you're going to see you have the slide. It is already prepped for the Solera side topper, so a little easier for the DIY. Or you just get the Solera awning for that at a dealership. But what's cool about it is it can, you know, if you do buy one, it's a piece of canvas that goes from there to there, prevents debris from falling on your top of your unit. It's kind of like a pay-to-play for convenience style you know, kind of upgrade or accessory, I guess you could say. Sewer outlet connection located right here with your low point drains right there. And then the other side there of that pass-through storage. But pretty darn snazzy. Let me know what you think. Again, my name is Hunter, and this is the 2026 Salem 27RK. You can also find it in the Wildwood. Same thing, different name on the front. But have a great day. See ya. Let's find a thumbnail.